Tu peux le monter. Ok.
All right. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Shokushu with his Ori and the Blind Forest run on PC. All skills, no out of bounds. Interesting to note, though, it should be no skills, all out of bounds.
Actually, it's all skills, no out of bound, no TA. Since like maybe 1 week ago, the category changed. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm not going TA anyway.
All right. So. All right, so I'm ready to go on your mark.
All right, you want to count down?
I can count down. So get ready in 3, 2, 1, go. Hi.
All right, so this is Ori and the Blind Forest, the most beautiful game I've ever played. The category for this will be all skills, no out of bounds, no TA. Like I said, it's a new category from like 1 week ago. I chose this because it's like the any percent glitchless, if I would say, but it still use like some minor glitches that are cool to watch. And since you go all skills, you have the opportunity to see all the skills and all the movement patterns you can use with Ori. And no out of bounds makes you go to all the areas of the game. Which is interesting to note because I'm running on Definitive Edition. It's a version of the game that came out 1 year after the original game, and it adds a few zones and some skills. In this first section, I have to kill these 3 guys. It's like a tutorial to how to shoot with Sane, which is the little fairy light that follows you around. In this run, something important I will do is manage the EXP that I get. Because there's experience, you can go up levels and get some skills. But something interesting is when you level up, there's a blast of energy that kills. Well, it doesn't kill everyone around, but it does 20 damage to everyone. And early game, it's enough to kill any monsters. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this at very important moments. So I have to keep track of my experience, and all the level ups that I will do are all calculated. Also, if you haven't played the game and you don't want to be spoiled, you can still watch my speedrun because we found glitches to skip all of the cutscenes of the game. So you don't have to worry about getting spoiled, you won't be. These little rocks I pick up are keystones. They're used to open doors. They're like keys like in Zelda. The interesting fact is keystones can open any door. So usually doors take 2 to 4 keystones. So we're gonna use a glitch later in the game that lets you duplicate the keystones, so we can access doors that are locked. We would have to do like a whole stage just to get these keys, but since we already have them, we can sequence break and get the things we want without doing all the things. So this is the first skill, wall jump. Pretty Metroidvania-ish. It's a bit easier than in Super Metroid though. Yeah, Ori is pretty athletic and she can climb the walls pretty easily. One thing interesting to note, I just picked up an energy cell. These are represented by the blue little cells at the bottom of my screens. They're used. It's a bit like mana. They're used to do skills or save the game. You can save the game pretty much everywhere, but it requires 1 energy. So energy management is pretty important in this game. So here I'm gonna do the first glitch of the game. It's called Save Anywhere. To do the Save Anywhere glitch, you have to open the skill menu and then press A and B at a certain frame, and then you can still move around with the menu opened. That lets you skip cutscenes. So I'm gonna hit the cutscenes trigger and level up at the same time a skill, and it's gonna automatically save the game. So I save during the cutscene, so when I come back into my game, the cutscene is already over. It saves a lot of time. And also it doesn't spoil you, so it's cool. This is one of my favorite areas in the game. I think it's so beautiful, and also it's one of the new areas in Definitive Edition, so I'm pretty glad I'm running this part of the game. I'm gonna do a safety save here, because this area is pretty hard. Yeah, good thing I did a save. The platforming in this area is pretty tight. And if you fall, you can't come back. Okay, so the lasers here have a pattern, but the pattern's random, so yeah. The last one's it's always faster. But yeah, the pattern's random, so I just took a guess. I'll do it again, but I'll be more careful this time. Wait. Okay, so the interesting fact with this location is I'm carrying a little lantern here, and the platform only appear when they're in the range of the lantern. And also here I'm doing a camera manipulation, so the platform in the other room will only spawn when I hit a certain point. So I waited for the one other platform to come on screen, so they'll be synced. You'll see when I enter the other room. See, this platform is waiting for me. So by bringing back the lantern to this, I don't know what it is, a statue, I'm gonna bring back light to Black Burrows. Blackford Burrows is the name of this place. It opened up something in the floor, but we're not going there yet. We're just here for the sweet new skill, new from Definitive Edition, and it's called Dash. Dash is pretty much what you want in speedrunning. There's a few movement mechanics you can do with Dash. You can jump in the middle of a dash, and that lets you keep your dashing momentum while you jump. It's used to do a bit of skips. I'll try to explain them when I get there. Here I'm gonna do one of the biggest sequence break of the game. It's called in the community the Frankie Walk. Oh, I have to restart that. I took too much damage. It's called the Frankie Walk. Frankie Walk? Yeah, Frankie Walk. Because the enemy that I have to lure is what we call a Frankie. Because for a long time, everyone thought this animal was a monkey, while some others thought it was a frog, so we just called them Frankies. Which is kind of silly, but I like it. Oh, I took damage there. I'm getting like, oh shit, my bad. So I have to keep attacking him to lure him. The thing I'm doing to sequence break is there are energy doors in this game, and energy doors require 2 to 4 energy to unlock. And the door I'm trying to go through requires 4 energy, but I currently have a maximum of 2 energy, so I cannot open that door. So I'm luring this this enemy here, so I can level up at the same time that I'm putting energy in it. So when I level up, it fills up my energy and I can open it. This is what we call the death warp. Not the death warp, sorry. The death walk. That's where most run die, because it's a super hard. It's a super hard place, and you can't save right now. Oh no, I can. I'm gonna do it soon, like here. There's a little manipulation I can do here. I have to have pretty precise timing though. I'm gonna try it. Alright, I got it. Can get a key here to open the door, which is right here. I liking that spider because when she's moving around, she cannot attack me. So I can just dodge her the 2 other attacks that she does easily. Oh, what? Alright. Oh no. Alright. Alright, now I got double jump. Fun fact, double jump is pretty good when you want to climb walls with wall jump, because you can double jump wall jump. That's not an easy feat, but I'm gonna try to do it. It's faster than to just wall jump normally. I'm gonna do another safety save here. So here I can do a backflip to reach this point because backflip gives you a few more pixels of leeway. And here's a pretty important but difficult skip. It's called the grow skip. I have to all jump it like one of the crannies here. Alright, got it. It saves like 5 to 6 minutes. So there's another version of Save Anywhere. I'm gonna level up Rekindle, which lets me resave at a save point that I did. So I'm just gonna run into the save point and then save after the cutscene trigger. So the cutscene is gonna be ignored completely. And also there's supposed to be a cave-in this section of the game. But since we skipped the cutscene for some reason, the cave-in never happens. So it's it's so much faster. There's another cutscene skip here, which is the exact same thing. And here we get the water vein, which is gonna let you open the Ginso tree before even getting the quest for it. Oops. One good thing with this speedrun, if when you die, since you can like save pretty much anywhere, dying isn't that much of a throwback, but sure still lose time. I'm gonna save here. I have to, even if I didn't want to save, I still have to touch this this save because this save also uses as a warp, and we're gonna warp there at the end of the game. Alright, so I'm gonna level up again and kill that monster. Oops. Alright, here's another little sequence break that lets me go get that ability point. And I'm gonna go straight to Ginso Tree. Here's a pretty tight save anywhere glitch. I think I got it. But this save anywhere glitch can lead to interesting events. A new glitch has been found recently for the 90% route, where when you enter this place, you can basically run warp to the end of the game. So this whole place is pretty much just cool platforming. Here's a little secret. Here's one of the first light puzzles of the game. Basically, you have to redirect the enemy's attack to destroy the things that are in your way. The usual way to do it is pretty harder, but there's a faster way to do it, which I just did. There's gonna be the first boss of the game. there are really bosses in this game, just like strong enemies that throw things at you. The real bosses of this game are the escape sequences, which can be really challenging sometimes, especially in a casual play. Alright, so I'm gonna need the XP and the level up right there. This is probably the only level up in the game that isn't used to kill anybody, but I needed that thing to sync up my XP for the next trick that I'm gonna pull off in a few minutes. Oops. So here we're gonna get the bash ability. This skill is pretty much what defines Ori and the Blind Forest for me. You're gonna see quickly what it does. Basically, you can take something from the environment or an enemy and just like drum through it, like if you were Mario and these were Goombas. But you can do this airborne, and like you can do this as much as you want. So you can move really fast with this. Here I'm gonna set up the glitch that I talked about earlier, called the key duplication. There's 4 keys in this room. I'm gonna take 3 of them, and then I'm gonna kill Ori at the same time that I oh no. I'm not sure if it works if I take the 4 one. I'm gonna try. I have to die at the same time that they come back to my inventory. Yeah, it worked. Alright. You can see in the top right corner that I still have 3 keys in my inventory, but they will all be respawned when I go back to the area. So after that I put the 4 keys in the door, I'm still gonna have 3 keys in my possession. I'm just taking that last key because I still have to wait for the door to open. Right, there's another boss. You only have to throw back projectiles at him. Alright, so now I need to be real careful about my XP because I think I don't need all the XP that this boss will give to me. I'll try it. Oh, I'm fine. Alright. So I'm about to level up, and I need to basically this part of the game. You need to destroy both of these sides. But what I'm gonna do is go to one side of the tree and level up. So I'm gonna destroy both sides at once. So there's the first escape sequence that called the water escape. In the first version of the game, like not definitive edition, it was faster to do what we call the water skip, but now somehow it became faster to do the water escape. And since it's like one of the best things in the game, it's pretty cool that I have to do it. Oh shit. My bad. The angle wasn't right. So the escape sequences in Ori and Blind Forest are basically tight platforming mixed with like it's like an exam of what you just learned in the level, the skills you just got. I'm gonna take some extra XP though, because I need it. So this is where duplicating the keys get really useful. You usually have to do this whole stage just to open the door we just saw. Am I right? But no, I still have 3 keys in my inventory, so I'm just gonna open that and finish this part of the stage. So now we get the stomp skill. It's exactly what you think. It stomps things. It's gonna be useful. You can break floors with that, and you can go down faster. It's gonna be useful in a few places. But it's also gonna be useful for the setup of the next clutch I'm gonna use. So it's another save anywhere glitch, but this time I'm gonna charge a stomp and save at the same time. I'm gonna reload the game, and this is called the water skip because I can stomp this this little thing, this floor, without draining the water like you're supposed to do in the game. Because when the water isn't drained, you're not supposed to stomp 2 floors. Ouch. Serious probably the only cutscene I'm not able to skip. Yeah, I failed it. It's like almost pixel perfect, and the setup for it is just not really worth it. The cutscene is really long though, so I don't mind missing it. I'm just gonna throw a safety save here. Talking about safety, the normal route uses 4 energy. Well, I mean life cells. But since I'm doing a marathon run, I'm gonna pick a 5th one here. It's not really too long to get. The reason for it is in the end part of the game, most of the enemies and the environment that does damage, everything does 4 damage. So if you get hit by one thing, you're dead. So it's it's not really forgiving. So I'm taking a 5th one just in case. So if I get hit, I don't die, but I have 1 HP left. Here's a little fun glitch to do. You can stomp a wall that you're supposed to need charge flame to break, but if you stomp the wall at a certain angle, you can destroy it anyways. Here I'm gonna bring that Frankie with me. He's gonna be my lift to go back, because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to take the long way out. But this little Frankie here is gonna be my get out of jail card. I'm just gonna bash through him. So here's the hard save anywhere glitch. I'm gonna try your attempt. Basically, you have to do a weird jump that you can't see because my menu is open. Right. Alright, I think I got it. I got it. So this was the first cutscene of the game. So this is the beginning of the game. The cutscene lasts like 2 minutes and you can't skip it. So you want to do the glitch. So I'm gonna take another level up here. And gonna make a safety save here because this is a pretty hard part for me. Wow. I have to go up here and stomp this. Ah, yeah. It's pretty precise. Hopefully I don't die. Wow, I just saved at the bottom of this pit, so it's okay. So yeah, stomp that bird and then I take the nudge, so don't ask me why it breaks the wall, I don't know. I'm gonna farm a bit of ability cells. These give me like a straight skill point, and the stronger skills cost more than all skill points, so I need to farm them a little bit. There's a little bit of manipulation to skip a bit of the level. So I'll be doing in the next few minutes, hopefully not too many minutes, most possibly the 2 hardest tricks in the game. You'll be seeing in a few. So first I'm gonna level up the air dash ability. The air dash ability lets me, like, I can use a dash, but I can target an enemy with it. And what that does is, well, I dash into the enemy and do a lot of damage. But there's a trick that comes with it. I'm pretty sure it's not intended in the game. We call it rocket jumping. Basically, there's 3 input that you have to do on the same frame. And it's a 60 FPS frame, 60 frame per second game, so it's pretty hard. But it gives an awesome. It skips so much. Well, I'm gonna try it. If I fail, I can go around, but I really want to try this one. I still don't have a chance. Actually, I'm just gonna reload. If I get this soon enough, it saves so much time. Alright, so this is rocket jumping. So I can go back to this save. Unfortunately, only one HP left. How rocket jumping works is basically. Why can I rekindle? What the hell? Okay. So rocket jumping is using charge dash and jump at an enemy, and it. I don't know. It just it does that. I don't think it's intended in the game. It's a glitch. So okay, so that's probably the hardest trick in the game. I'm gonna save here, which is, by the way, pixel perfect to get here. And I need to get up there at the right corner. Oh, damn. Alright. I probably won't get this on the first tries. Oops. Yeah, I need to get those 2 birds. It would be really helpful if I had all my HP too. Because the spikes do for damage. That's one of the reasons I get that 50 HP. I'm gonna try and do it with 3. It's no biggie. Oh. Yeah, the bird dies due to the spikes. Actually, can I kill a bird and get HP? Maybe help me. No, I lost health. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna try again. Get out of here. Oops. Oh my god. Let's do. Oh no! Oh shit! All right. If I die here again, I'm gonna try to get some help. I'll get it easy peasy. I think there's some health here. Where is it? Actually, there's a good way to go. I'll just go get that save point. Backup strats. Of course. Alright. Of course I get hit. Alright, so can I get my save point back here? Get out of the way. Alright. Yep. Alright, so with 5 health, it's probably gonna be much easier. Useless to say this is a huge run killer in all categories. There's another way to do it, but I can't do it since I'm playing on the controller. It's called double bashing, and basically you have to do 2 frame perfect inputs. Oh. Alright. Okay, 2. There we go. The classic die after the hard skip. Alright, easy. There you go. Oh. Alright, this is a little hard. So this is a pretty big sequence break that you have to do a rocket jump to break that. You usually need to do all the lower level of Sora Pass, and this is also a sequence break that will let me usually have to go all the way around to stop that fire from going on. But I'm gonna use the rock for other purposes. You usually need it to stop the fire pillar that, well, you can't go through that, it will just kill you. I'm gonna jump over it and then use it in another part of this level. Alright, so those spikes are supposed to kill me one shot, so I'm gonna be really not careful around them. Alright, so now I can't save because I don't have any more energy. Alright, should be okay. So this is charge jump, and it's gonna be used right now to do another skip in this. Actually, it's not a skip; it's more like sequence break. I'm gonna save again, and I'm gonna use the rock that I just brought. No, it's no, missed it. I need to stun the rock to do a shockwave, and then charge jump with it to break the ceiling. It's pretty precise though. You're not supposed to do this. Don't try this at home. Alright, I got it. This is one of the most important cutscene skip of the game, so hopefully I get it. When I say more important, it's because it saves the most time out of all the cutscenes that we skip. I got it. So what I just took is the Sunstone key. The Sunstone key is the key to the last dungeon of the game. Well, I say dungeon, the last area, I would say. So that's where I'm gonna be headed. But before that, we need to get the skills we're missing. There's two skills I haven't picked up yet, and those are Charge Flame, not Charge Flame, Light Grenade, and what's the name of the other one? Yeah, Charge Flame. Oops. All right. Should have saved. Alright, I'm gonna just save here. So I'm gonna enter Misty Forest. With that, I have almost all the movement text of the game available to me, so this is gonna be really fast, hopefully. There's a lot of advanced movement that are hard to explain just like that, but I'm gonna use them. They're gonna look cool. Basically, no, I'm gonna try to explain them actually. The glide feather that I have, also with bash and dash, have special abilities when you use them. If you're using a direction on the D-pad, it's obviously gonna go in that direction. But if you tell it to go in one direction, but then you input a neutral direction, it's gonna go faster. You're gonna see, well, maybe you won't see it, but I'm always using it because it's way faster to do it. And it's also a pretty precise skill to do. I'm gonna take some safety energy here. This area is pretty dangerous. So I'm not supposed to have charge jump here, so I'm skipping a lot of things. And I can go straight to climb. Yeah, that's what I forget. I'm gonna get climb, which also climb walls. So there's a reason we take this at the end of the run. It's because it's not really used. It's used in a few places in Misty Forest, but that's it because we have tech that are way faster than using this. It's a bummer. Alright, so here's the last key I needed for Misty Forest. You might be thinking, why is he going to such lengths to get keys in Misty Forest? Well, it could just have been doing key duplication. It's because, first of all, I need to go in Misty Forest for the skill that I just took, the wall climb. And once you get into Misty Forest, you may have noticed, but it makes you backtrack in Misty Forest, and when you backtrack, the area changes a lot. So it's like a maze that you have to do, and you can't like just do one part and be done with it. That's another little boss, and I'm gonna try the quick kill. I didn't get the quick kill, but I can kill with stun. Alright, it's pretty quick. So here, unlocks the door to the Lantern of Misty Forest, but I'm gonna take it because I don't need to... Releasing the Veil of Mist and Misty Forest only gives you access to the key of the second dungeon of the game, but I already have the key to the last dungeon of the game, so I don't need to go there. So now I'm gonna go back to Blackford Burrows, one of the first area I went in the game. It's when the floor opened and I said we're gonna go back later. Wait, that was later. Gonna go wait for the laser. Ouch. Alright, so when I said the most important skip cutscene scheme of the game, I lied. This is the most important. Alright, got it. This is also a cutscene that lasts like 2 minutes and you can't skip it unless you do that glitch. Backside is when you walk through the area, you have a slow pace, like if you were entering a cutscene. But it's a deal I can afford to take. So I get Light Burst. Also called Light Grenade. Light Grenade was named in the first apparition of the game, and I'm gonna use that skill only once in all game, and it's here to bash over the cutscene trigger. I'm gonna use it twice. So now I've gotten all the skills, by the way. So I will go to the last dungeon of the game, which is Mount Uluru. Oops. And that would be at the teleport that I activated, like 20 minutes into the run, maybe 15. Going back there so we can reach the. It's the closest teleporter to Mount Haru. Just wanted to do safe to save. God damn. So this is the last dungeon of the game, but hopefully I won't be doing it because it's very long. I'm gonna do a run warp, and the run warp is a frame perfect trick, but I can save just before it, so I can attempt it many times easily. Alright, got it first try. Alright. So now I'm literally at the end of the dungeon, and I'm gonna face the last boss. Which is not a boss, it's an escape sequence. Basically, this bird's trying to hunt me down, and I have to do this segment really quickly, or else she's gonna catch me and she's gonna eat me alive. Since I'm pretty small, it's gonna be it's not gonna take a while. So I escaped, but now I have to do something that I'm not gonna go into details because it's closely related to the storyline. But there's something I need to do. So I need to fight for my friends. Time's gonna be coming up soon, by the way. Is there someone? There's Darrow, but he's not listening. Darrow! Darrow! Time s'en vient bientôt. Alright, so time is when I lose control of it, so... time. Time 2? Yeah! Alright, so... it's not over yet. But the run is over, but we need to watch the cinematic at the end. So while this rolls, this was Ori and the Blind Forest speedrun. I've been speedrunning various games, but this is probably the hardest game that I've been speedrunning. I haven't been speedrunning it for long, but damn, it's a pretty hard platforming game. If you're looking for a challenge, I strongly suggest you to pick up that game for a speedrun. But if you wanna experience something really cool, a beautiful storytelling, and an awesome game, play this game casually. It's honestly the best game I played in years. And the music's awesome. Alright, thank you for watching.